happy 8th birthday to Finley Smith. Finley turned 8 on the 5th of March. And happy birthday to Aga Linska Botchar. Your first season as a World Cup supporter, wishing you all the best watching many more games, enjoying your new hobby and visiting many more stadiums. That's with love from Greg, even after extra time penalties, who has joined you on this journey so far.
I don't really
know. Go for it. So Aldershot, the only thing I'm going to do 2-3-1. The only thing I don't want to play around these.
So what happened with the keeper who got injured in the Woking game?
Matt Nash,
yeah.
He's on the bench now. Drew has gone to Wilson. This guy's been in. He's been superb.
Right.
Tom. I've still got my mixes to go to the level.
Yeah, no problem, yeah. Hello? Yeah. Okay, cool. I thought I'd just let you know now that I've just sent Robin a message. We only have 2 headsets, so when Ian and Rob Worrell talking, they just needed a couple of seconds for like a headset handover, so just thought I'd let you know in terms of that.
So just a reminder that supporters...
Yeah, I've messaged Robin about that. Okay, no problem. Okay.
York City. That will be on Saturday the 28th of March. The coach will be in the at 8:15 a.m. for a 3 p.m. kickoff. For more information on prices and timings, please visit the Carlshot's website or email adam.bowyer@carlshot.co.uk.
Adrian, is he live through to the studio himself?
I don't think so. No. I think it's Robin presenting from the Amex today for the Brighton Liverpool game. It's been postponed by 15 minutes due to a crash. I forgot what road it was on now, but yeah, it's a crash nearby, so that's delayed. Yeah, delayed game by 15 minutes. So he's asked if we could do a quick preview at 12:25.
Yeah.
So that's what I was saying about the headset handover.
So, ladies and gentlemen, please now give a warm welcome to your clients.
We had it about 10 years ago. American team.
Yeah, I can imagine when it was announced it was having a fan, we weren't playing well at the time, about 2 3 weeks ago. And the fans kicked off, but it looked quite good actually. It looked like we had some years ago who were a bit embarrassing, but they looked like they're cheerleading there is a sport. I mean, it's unbelievable.
How long did you go for?
2 weeks. Went to Drew Volk's wedding where that was a beginning in Dallas, and then we just stayed on for 10 days and travelled around.
Very nice. So they won, obviously unbeaten while you waited. Did they win all the games?
There's a draw, isn't there? Drew didn't draw. Should have won actually. Super long seconds to go. But to be fair, forward before their players then they were a lot better.
I can't believe this crowd is Is it really a sellout?
No, I think all they've said is it's almost a sellout. They said that I can't quite believe it. I think they just don't want to sell tickets on the day.
It's a bit more to what they did. And the communication around it is what's been really poor.
I think our comms all season, they were a lot better than we were, but certain teams at the moment we're not very pleased. been giving away fans that area all season. Like they obviously changed their mind. But yeah, it's a bit.
They've long since reinforced the barriers, haven't they?
Yeah, because they were never crash barriers. Well, they are, but they were only ever meant to be fences. Because the crash barriers is what.
Yeah.
So the problem was the stewards not enforcing.
Not making them stand behind them.
One of the first games I was on the PA one, we played on it, and they filled it, and an area of big stand. But they're all up against the fence. And they said, we can't face our fence, and so my goal was to say, please, you behind the fence. The stewards have never told them, so we kicked off 45 minutes late. And I was just saying, we will not be able to start until you are behind the fence. Oh, there they are. The grandson's first game.
Yeah, big one, yeah, you're right.
So a special warm welcome this afternoon to our mascots, Jax, Amy, Finn, Max, Antonio, Liam, who is celebrating his 11th birthday, and Teddy, who is celebrating his 10th birthday here with us today. There will be teams out prior to kick-off this afternoon, and all of us will be working for that. Hopefully enjoy this today here with us today.
Yeah, just for the zone.
Stand near the front so it doesn't go backwards. Can you hear the radio? There we go. Wait, Stanley. There we go. That's fun, isn't it?
been, I'll tell you what, there are other issues in the stands and on the pitch, but we've always had a brilliant sportsmanship in the press between us. I think whoever's won,
It's transferred over to starting on the first
So he's still coming to
he does, he's very much still coming every week, but he's like at the weight of the world lifted off his shoulders. Rundean's now
20 22.
I'm reading between the lines, taking a bit more financially, I think give it to me and I'll take it on.
Basically, there was a consortium coming in. It was that consortium that also had John Coleman as part of
Right.
the package. But the problem was, if that consortium had come in, they were going to pile up into administration. Dean's like a 2 point deal.
Right.
It's a point in the shot. Minus 10 points, and then obviously we would have won. And the fight would have started from the beginning. Dean believes we can do it, so I think it's already in the field. So without a consortium. The consortium potentially might have brought money long term in, but
With the trust, with that trust,
no, we had a big debate on the today about the police clubs, debt and money and everything. And I said that I was speaking to Red Love, and all I can say is, sometimes I'm but when you do want to go to whoever it is to win a trophy and you do it with the resources you can't beat that feeling.
No. I would say, I mean, with true voltage, and also I'd be amazed if Todd Johnson never left us. I can imagine him getting to a place where I did it, but I don't want my money back. And I'll give you 6 months or a year's more to find someone else, so he would probably not find someone else. That's it.
Decent pieces.
Yeah, he is a decent piece.
Number 20 is Oxford. Sponsored by James Brown. Number 25,
I've never planned opening on 38 so
Same for Maiden.
yeah, I mean Aldershot, I think they're good.
We're not quite there yet, but
you'll be fine.
Even if we lose today and lose against Bournemouth, we're still going to have 7-8 games to pick up 2 wins.
I was looking at it, if you can average a point a game, it's still be safe.
One of the reasons this is not bulging like it usually is because of that a lot of your older guys would normally sit.
Yeah, warm welcome to Laythwaite Community Stadium. Sunshine is out here. It's all set up for Derby Day. What a start it's been under the interim management of Craig Ross. Starting the month with 5 unbeaten. He's made 2 changes with Tim Akinola and Jamie Andrews coming in for Seiler and Forster Caskey. And as for the shots, they're on a run of 4 straight defeats, so no better way to respond against your arch rivals. 4 changes made with Tetek, Barrett and Stewart coming to side for Grogan, Mearholes, Hargreaves and Hill. So Derby Day here at the Laythwaite Community Stadium. A cracker is set up between Woking and Aldershot Town. Back to you, Robin. No worries, mate. Cheers. Hello everyone and a warm welcome to the Laithwaite Community Stadium this lunchtime. It's Derby Day between Woking and Aldershot Town, the fixture everyone always waits for. One of non-league's fiercest derbies colliding today. It's a lovely, lovely day here at the Laithwaite Community Stadium to do it. So Woking, 5 games unbeaten under the interim management of Craig Ross. As for the Shots, it's 4 straight defeats, albeit against top end sides, and some good performances in there for the Shots. They just need to start getting the wins, and there's no better way to start getting on the winning track again. Your arch rivals. Let's talk you through a lineup, starting with the Cars. 2 changes made with Timmy Akinol and Jamie Andrews coming in for Roy Sile and Jake Forster-Cassie. So just a central midfield change. Will Yaskalainen in goal. Aaron Drew, Chinnacoli, Timmy Olasina and Caleb Richards is the back line. Matt Ward on the right with Joe Gabode on the left. So as I mentioned, Timmy Akinol and Jamie Andrews in the centre. Harry Beatsman in behind Ollie Sanson. As for the Shots, 4 changes made. We have Sam Inwood, Dayan Tetek, Josh Barrett and Callum Stewart coming into the side for Christy Grogan, Jed Meals, Cameron Hargreaves and the suspended skipper Ryan Hill. So line up and full for the Shots is Kanaya, Boyce Clark, Raheem Shackelford, Will Nightingale, Sam Inwood and Ollie Scott. Theo Witherington has been given the captaincy today. Very, very interesting decision there by John Coleman. Dan Tetek partners him in midfield with Josh Barrett just sitting in front of them, and the front three of Brodie Pert on the left, Charlie Warren on the right and Callum Stewart in the centre. Woking's bench is interim manager Craig Ross, Del Gorman, Tariq Hines, the hero from last season, Tunji Akinola, Sam Ashford, Jake Forster-Cassie and Cian Pennant. As for Shots, it's Pat Nash, Tyler Frost, Kwame Thomas, Keane Anderson, Christy Grogan, Toby Nelson and Matt Penny. It's a pleasure to have Ian Nicholson and Rob Worrell alongside me this lunchtime. I'll get your thoughts first, Ian, ahead of this Crunch Derby.
Yeah, great occasion. It almost has a festival feel about it. The sun's out, and both teams, I think, looking fairly safe in the table. So it's slightly different to other games, perhaps in that sense. But it's a great occasion. Fans are in good voice. Everything's happy. Partly, I have to say, the sun makes a huge difference, and we've had a few miserable days here at the Laithwaite in recent weeks with abandoned games and cancelled games. So to have a game on with a big occasion like this, what's not to like?
Well, certainly, and what a job Craig Ross has done. Rob, can I get your thoughts ahead of the match here? Again, it's absolutely massive honour, isn't it? It always is between the Shots and the Cards.
It always is. It's always a special afternoon, evening, whenever it's played. Feels a bit odd playing it towards the end of March, but wonderful weather, great crowd in, and it feels to me like the first game between the two sides, just off scratch, off merit. Who wants it? Who's good enough on the day? And bring it on.
Well, certainly it's both sides now. Disperse Aldershot in their yellow away strip, disperse in a huddle, and now Woking do the exact same. So we're all set up. Both crowds are boisterous already. What hope is a cracker between Woking and Aldershot Town, and it will be Aldershot to kick us off here shooting from right to left again. Woking have the chance to do the double over their arch rivals. Again, Aldershot want to pull clear that relegation zone, get back to winning ways. Again, there's no better place for the Shots to do. We're underway. It's Woking against Aldershot Town. And here's Witherington on the ball now. Sprays it forwards towards the right-hand side. Richards meets it. Timmy Akinola heads down, prods it over halfway. Akinola's caught there. And straight away the first foul made there. And it was Timmy Akinola in straight away again. Timmy Akinola, he is just such a live wire. Not that it's not surprising he's the first one to get his foot on the ball and win the foul.
No, he gets everywhere. He gets everywhere on the pitch, and obviously just signed yesterday a 2-year extension contract, which is very popular with him, but also with the fans. And he's a real fans' favourite because of his energy and the tackles he wins, and just his influence on the team, really.
So a free kick for Will Jaskalainen to take just by the centre circle, approaching the first minute here. Can Woking get off to a quick start like they did last season? Hit the Layfake Community Stadium, long ball towards Okoli. It's been flicked away from Brodie Pert. It'll be a throw for Woking on the right-hand side, level with the penalty area. Again, Jamie Andrews, can he put one of his trademark long throws in, just giving the ball a quick clean? Thought he possibly hammers this into the area, but actually he's fooled me there. He's thrown it short to Drew. Drew now sends it in, cross is blocked, ball bouncing, edge of the area now. Barrett cushions header. Now Aldershot can try and attack it. Good tackle there for Odyssey. Now Barrett, first time, whips it out towards the right-hand side to Warren. Here come the shots. Minute and a half in. Warren now into the box. Warren trying to cut in. Has Odyssey Ward in his way, and Odyssey dispossesses him. There's a good opportunity there for Warren. Odyssey does carry it out of play, but Charlie Warren already possessing a really good threat down the right-hand side.
Quick break from Aldershot, and Tetek looks as they got a bit of a knock. He looks to be shaking it off, but he got a knock in midfield.
Aldershot working it down the right-hand side. And Warren sends it in. Falls to Barrett in the box. Barrett now takes on the strike. Block for Aaron Drew. Ball's looped up in the air. And Okoli manages to clear it square there. But Rob, good attack there from Aldershot.
Yeah, and when the ball drops like that to Josh Barrett, you prepare yourself. And do you know what? He caught it beautifully, but it's straight off the Woking defender and up into the air and behind, or out of the pitch for a long throw, which is going to be taken here by Sam Inwood.
Inwood ready to hurl this one into the box. Again, Josh Barrett, his eyes lit up there when he took on that shot. Inwood's long throw, head away from Okoli. Now Pert's header. Again, Okoli heads up in the air once more, ball bouncing around the air. Woking trying to frantically get it away, and eventually cleared to safety there by Timmy Akinola. Bounces back to Boyce Clark. A lively start here, just approaching the third minute. Hit the Layfake Community Stadium. Boyce Clark squares it to Inwood. Inwood now from halfway, pings it towards Warren. There's time now for Odyssey to nod it away. Headed to square midfield from Dejan Tetek. Barrett now inside right, 25 yards from goal. Barrett now goes for another shot. Blocked this time from Odyssey. Witherington strokes it forwards, intercepted from Andrews. Lifted now to the right hand side from Barrett. Now Matt Ward has it. He's been harassed here though, Matt Ward, under pressure from Shackelford and Warren. And manages to clear that. Again, good pressure from the shots. And at the moment, Aldershot have Woking pinned back here, Rob.
Yeah, it's the way they start. Somebody said to me on the way in, it could be a cagey first half. I said, forget it. Woking have been doing well on the front foot. Aldershot only ever play on the front foot, home or away, against top or bottom.
So a long throw in from Inwood. Heading out the box from Okoli. Back out to the right side. Inwood cushions header. Aldershot in the middle. And our shot launched towards goal. There from Charlie Warren. Left-footed. About 30 yards out. Well over the bar, but again, John Coleman, it's very early stages, but they could be fairly pleased the way his side have come out, especially what happened here last season. And Layfake Community Stadium, 4 minutes on the clock here. Woking 0, Aldershot Town 0, and a goal kick for Will Jaskalainen to take. Yeah, Josh Barrett already getting the ball in a couple of decent positions to take some strikes off. And it's Will Jaskalainen with the goal kick, sails over Sandson's head. Uncle Bode will just see it out for a throw. Did come off the head of Ollie Scott last at left back. And it's now left for Jamie Andrews to take a long throw into the box here from the right hand side. And Jamie Andrews now get himself set to hurl this one in. Can Andrews be looking for the likes of Okoli And that near post zone goes towards Okoli. He flicks it on. An attempted acrobatic strike there. That's from a good bow, but ended up catching an Aldershot town man. And it will be a free kick to Aldershot.
Yeah, ball going in, and both teams got long throws. Neither of them, from first impressions, are the best long throws you'll see. They get into the area, they get into the 6-yard box, a bit loopy, but Aldershot did well to defend there.
In would go short to Scott, just over halfway. Nice turn there from Pert. Now dispossessed from Okoli. Squares to Drew. Good tackle there from Scott. And now Aldershot inside left with Barrett. Being chased out for Akinola. Timmy Akinola catch him late. It's play on. Scott sends in the cross. A chance here for shots maybe. The left hand side of the box. Holding up. Stewart tries to squeeze a cross in. Takes the deflection though and takes all the pace off the ball there. And easily gathered there by Will Jaskalainen. Now Jaskalainen released it quickly. Left footed. Sanderson trying to get to header. Sanderson though beaten in the air. Now Akinola just in front halfway. Nods it towards Shoga Bode, starting on the right today. Now Woking earn it back with Bietzman. Clips it forwards, takes the deflection. Scott Cushion's header. Now it's hooked forwards from Brodie Pert and out of play for a Woking throw. 6 minutes on the clock here at the Layfake Community Stadium. So far, I would say the shots have shaded and it's a throw for Drew to take. And
a yellow card there given to Timmy Akinola, which I thought was a little bit harsh. I thought he got the ball, but
Drew's throw. Headed inside from Sanson. Gabodi couldn't control, but now Woking still have it on the right. Akinola leaves it for Gabodi, trying to get around Scott. Gabodi on the byline. Gabodi gets a cross in towards the back post. It skimmed off Bietzman's head and then caught from Boyce Clark. And just about caught it in the end. But again, good work from Gabodi down the right in.
Yeah, he's done very well since he came in. He's an unpredictable guy. He's big. Once he gets up to speed, he's very hard to stop. And he scored a brilliant goal a couple of games ago. And this is a great atmosphere, isn't it? Great, both sides. And game has started fast and furious. Aldershot probably a little bit more on the front foot. Josh Barrett could easily have had a goal right at the beginning, which was well blocked. But great occasion.
Nightingale squares it across halfway. Here's Warren. Just level with the centre circle. Shifting in, now lifts it left-footed. Olasina gets to it first, heads it down. But Richards couldn't get there before Stewart on the right-hand side. And it is a throw in Woking's favour in the end, but definitely want to watch out for the movement of Stewart there.
Aldershot started fast and furious, and Woking are looking a little bit like they're adjusting, finding their way into the game, but it is a bit of an adjustment from normal games.
Richards throw on the forwards now, headed away again for Olasina. Will loop up in the air. Akinola heads down to the centre circle, and now Bietzman lifts it towards the right hand side. Gabode gets in front of Scott. He's edge of the area now, needs support. Has that with the overlapping run of Drew. Drew now attempts a low cross. It's blocked from Scott, and it's bounced behind for a Woking corner on the right hand side.
Yeah, good ball there from Harry Buderman through to Gabode, and the ball in was blocked, and the corner to Woking.
So Andrew to take on the right hand side here.
Just looking at the setup, you've got two Woking players back, got Josh Barrett staying up for a couple of...
Drew pass it towards near post, it's flicked from Sanderson, and in the end it will be a throw to Woking. Just attempted a header forwards onto himself to chase from Dejan Tetek, but just heading towards the 9th minute. Rob, what's your sort of early assessment of the way Aldershot have played so far?
Well, they've started the way that I knew they would, which is on the front foot. 3 or 4 efforts towards goal already. It's easy to say in hindsight, but from the free kick exactly where it was and knowing what Josh Barrett can do in hindsight. Well, hang on.
Long throw comes in and towards Bietzman and cleared away from Raheem Shackelford for a Woking throw on the left-hand side.
Yeah, just quickly, I knowing what Josh Barrett can do from free kicks, I would have preferred the referee there didn't do the play on, but I understand why he did.
So a long throw, I think, for Jamie Andrews to take from the left-hand side. Just about level the penalty area. Woking now starting to gain some territory. Long throw comes in, headed down and hooked away from Pert. Ball bounces to Richards in the middle. Richards keeps hold of it. It's under pressure from Stewart. Short and square for Drew. Again, Drew sends it down the right for Richards to chase. Good work there from Stewart, holding off Richards on the byline. Ball still in play. Richards fighting to keep it. Richards has done brilliantly there. He's edge of the box on the right, holding off Stewart. Now squares it for Gabode. Gabode, tricky footwork, gets beyond Stewart. Puts the cross, an easy catch though in the end for Boyce Clark. Now Boyce Clark overarm throw. Barrett's up there on his own. And Akinola heads it down. Barrett's chasing him down. Good hard work here from Barrett, but Timmy Akinola nice and comfortable on the ball. Always stay calm. And just lays it back to Will Jääskeläinen. 10 minutes gone here. Derby day. Cards nil, shots nil. Long diagonal from Jääskeläinen. Header forwards from Scott. Okoli beats Pert in the air. And Sanderson now couldn't get it first. It's clear from inward. Drew on halfway. Finds Gabode. Again, was that a foul there from Pert? And in the end, the referee just insinuating it will be a throw for Woking. Just over halfway on the right-hand side. Drew now releases to Sanderson. Controls it on the stretch. Sanderson now turns into trouble. Tackle made from Scott. And another throw for Woking to take. And slowly getting forwards here now. Getting the cards down the right-hand side. Yeah, Aldershot definitely came out the quick inside the first 5 minutes, but as I mentioned a moment ago, Woking starting to gain a bit of territory here. Sunshine at the Laithwaite Community Stadium. 11 minutes played. Andrews puts a long throw in. And Aldershot head it away. And now maybe a chance for shots to break. Good work there from Ward to tackle Dejan Tetek. Ward inside right, 30 yards and goal. Andrews now turns, goes forwards on that right flank to Drew. Drew's cross, it's blocked from Scott. And another corner for Woking, Ian.
Yeah, steady pressure now from Woking, and it's been a fast and furious start. I think it's more physical than many games you'd see, but you'd expect that in this sort of game. Very, very quick. I think it took about 5 minutes or so for Woking to adjust to the pace, and also the pace at which Aldershot came at them. But then now, these last 5 minutes, they've definitely had a bit more control.
So Jamie Andrews ready to deliver from the right-hand side. Andrews, in-swing corner comes in. Oh, it's flicked on, and headed towards goal, it's in! And Woking draw first blow on Derby Day. And Joe Gabode with the final touch. A lovely corner routine. Flick at the near post. And Joe Gabode was there to power header past Kanai Boyce Clark. I think the keeper got a hand to it. Again, the Aldershot goalkeeper was furious about something. He's gone to the sidelines, but Woking don't care. They open the scoring on Derby Day, and Joe Gabode with another goal in the space of a week. He's grown into life at Woking really well, Ian.
Yeah, and that was a really well worked training ground move, and the corner to the near post and flick back to the far post, and Gabode came powering in there, wouldn't be stopped, and the ball ended up in the net. So Woking knows it in front, long way to go, but very positive from a Woking perspective.
Rob, as Ian said, a long way to go, but again, John Colm will be furious conceding from a set piece.
Yeah, absolutely. Corner in from Andrews. A flick on, I'm not sure who it was from. It doesn't really matter, because the idea is you get some kind of a flick on and then Gabode arriving. He's looked in the mood. He's looked the best Woking player for me across the opening 13 minutes. And he didn't die wondering, did he? Fantastic. Powerful rise and header. He looks a unit, not seen him play in the flesh before, and he gives Woking the first blow.
So Joe Gabode making himself a Derby Day hero already. It's Drew, who's over halfway. We're in plenty of time though for the shots to get back into this one. Akinola's header, volley forward from Widdrington. Okoli heads down, now Drew on the bounce, lashed it forwards, trapped on the chest of Scott. Scott now is a tackle from behind for Gabode, a little bit aggressive there to Joe Gabode, probably saying that lightly, but again, Aldershot, I thought they started well first 5 minutes. They've just got to try and keep the heads here and make sure it's not a repeat what happened in last season. And obviously Aldershot did have the distraction of the FA Trophy final looming at the time, where it's just the league to play for now. They need to make sure they get away from that relegation zone. So Ollie Scott to take the free kick on the halfway line as the shots are in Sturch. Immediate response to quieten down their arch rival, because the Woking fans are certainly enjoying it at the moment. There was a red flare set off and Gabode's header landed into the back of the net. Scott takes the free kick from the halfway line, sweeps out to the right. Here's Warren on the ball now. Warren clips it towards the edge of the area. But Woking clear their lines. Volleyed from Shackelford, now almost held up in the box, but Okoli gets to it. And now cleared forwards from Jaskalainen. Header met there from Inwood. And it's a Woking throw just beyond halfway on the left-hand side. Taken from Andrews. Bridges now, flipped it just over halfway, taking the midriff of Ward, now moves back into his own half. Calmly goes into the back line with Odosina. Squares it to Okoli. Okoli now, direct, right-footed, looking to play it over the top to Gabode, whose confidence will be sky high after that header. And Gabode puts the cross in, and it's turned over at the near post there from Sam Inwood. Well, Boyce Clark wanted to collect it, but Inwood was taking zero chances there. Corner for Woking on the right.
Yeah, quick break from Woking. Ball came in. To be fair, it would probably have been an easy take for Boyce Clark, but Inwood came in. Bit of panic maybe, or uncertainty certainly, and that's a corner that probably shouldn't have gone to Woking.
So, over a quarter now gone here at the Layfake Community Stadium. Woking lead by a goal to nil. Joe Gabode heading in a corner kick. Can lightning strike twice here for Woking as they have another corner on the right hand side. Headed away there from Shackelford. Will bounce edge of the box. It reaches Ward. Squares to Andrews, but a bit of a tame pass there. Intercepted there from Scott, and it will be a Woking throw. But at the moment now, Woking have their tails up here and looking to try and get number 2.
Just a very quick word on the referee today, Alex Chilovic. Very experienced Football League referee this season. 28 games, 93 yellows, 2 reds, but it's only his second game in the National League. They've picked a referee doing well at a higher level, and he looks calm and authoritative. Good start.
Andrew slits it through to Drew on the byline. Drew sliding towards it, well, he kept it in play, but it was very easy there for Kanaya. Boyce Clark to take. Boyce Clark now with the overarm throw, and now Aldershot on the far side. It's a good tackle there from Timmy Akinola. And it's actually a free kick in Woking's favour again. Timmy Akinola just eats up the ground on the pitch when he can sense danger. Just so good at doing that.
Yeah, your heart's in your mouth a little bit when he has a yellow card. That happened a couple of games ago where he got an early yellow card, and he only knows one way of playing, but there he restrained himself, and the handball gave the free kick to Woking, and Willie Jaskalainen up to take it.
So Jaskalainen just behind halfway. 17 minutes played it on Derby Day. Joe Gabode's header has the cards in front. A long way to go though. And Aldershot did start off the better. Barrett had a couple of shots blocked. Jaskalainen with the diagonal. Aldershot head away through Inwood. Akinola inside right, close to penalty area, now trying to get inside it. Akinola now wide right, needs support. Timmy Akinola twisting, turning, holding off Scott. Now Akinola puts it through the legs of Scott there, and he goes down. And it is a free kick in Woking's favour. Terrific work there for Timmy Akinola. He's in a real tight spot, managed to drag it through legs of Scott and got the free kick for Woking.
Yeah, he's relishing, I think, knowing that he's here for 2 years. I think he's if you look at his career, he started off with Arsenal, but you look at his career, it's been stop-start, lots of different moves, and now he's fixed here, pending a move up into the Football League, and so I think he knows that I think all players like to be loved, and they like to know they're appreciated, and I think that's helped Timmy Akinola.
So free kick on the right-hand side for Woking. Jamie Andrews to deliver. And Woking well on top now after getting the opening. Andrews free kick punched away from Boyce Clark. Ball bouncing inside left again. Ward being marked very tightly from Dan Tete. Still Ward now facing up Shackelford. And Ward, he does hit it off the Aldershot right back. And another Woking throw out on the left-hand side.
Matt Ward's improvement in form in the last few games has been really pleasing to see. I mean, it's like he's come out of his shell a bit. He started off his Woking career really well, then just really lost his way a bit. But he's playing with confidence.
Andrews, throw from the left-hand side. And it's headed out for a corner kick there by Will Nightingale. Again, Woking just keeping Aldershot pinned back here. 19 minutes on the clock.
Yeah.
The Layfake Community Stadium. Woking, again, if they can get that second, they'll be in a terrific position.
Consistent pressure for Woking this spell of the match, and throws and corners and free kicks. We'd obviously be wanting to make it count, but at the moment it's just pressure.
So Aaron Drew ready to send this in shortly. Again, the referee just checking that everything is fine in the 6-yard box. Again, typical bit of push and shoving. Just checking everything's fine. And now Aaron Drew can put the in-swing corner in for the left-hand side towards the back post. Boyce Clark punches it in the air and lands on the roofer's net. And again, another corner for Woking.
Yeah.
Just continuing succession of corners will be taken from the left-hand side again.
Just looking at Harry Buterman in the 6-yard area there with Theo Witherington in close proximity.
This should be a very interesting battle after what happened in the FA Trophy semi-final. Drew's corner kick, Buterman heads it, and Woking score from another corner kick. That's a brilliant header from Harry Buterman, and back-to-back goals for the Woking skipper, who steps up on Derby Day. Lovely delivery from the far side from Aaron Drew. Buterman peeled to the near post, directed his header into Boyce Clark's bottom left corner. It's 2 to Woking, and they're in dreamland in the open 20 minutes.
Beautifully taken goal that by Harry Buterman. A lot of the corners had been. This was a different style of corner. Whipped in. He's saluting his family. I was chatting to them earlier. Very close family, saluting them. But that was a beautifully taken. To be fair, he's had a lot of heading chances this season and often hasn't capitalised. But that was top draw.
Rob, can I get your thoughts on that? Again, another set piece conceded from the shots.
Yeah, and it's no good offering up that Woking have got the height and the physicality, is it? Because Harry Buterman, one of the smallest men on the pitch, has made the run, got the connection. Sweet header, sweet moment for him, particularly so. We all know why. But and here's Barrett and Aldershot looking to respond.
They're passed out towards the left-hand side. It is Pert on the ball, facing up Drew. Pert now drifting in, edge of the box, can shot half the deficit. Pert now crossing, and Stewart tried to get to it, but Woking get it away now. Akinola plays towards the halfway line. Sanderson flicks. That's picked up here from Nightingale. Now Gabode closing down Nightingale's pass, intercepted from Gabode. Now Gabode on the left-hand side, into the box. Gabode shifts it onto his right foot, then just tackled in the air. Now a turn inside the box, and Buterman trying to hold on to it. The ball's now slid out the box, and a tackle on Dejan Tete from Jamie Andrews. And again, he came in pretty quickly, Jamie Andrews, and see straight away the referee Alex Shilowitz has a yellow card in his hand to show to Jamie Andrews again. It was certainly a heavy challenge there for Jamie Andrews, which I would say it's certainly fair to give a yellow card.
Yeah, I'd agree on Tete. Late referee, very quick. That's the experience again. Straight out with the yellow. It takes the sting out of it for all the other players. It saves them all piling in and getting involved. It's an emotive derby. He knows that. Everybody in the ground knows that. And no complaints at all about the way referees handled things so far. One thing I will say, Aldershot may have just lost those last 4 games to sides in the top 4 or 5. And Woking aren't, of course. But what has happened again, Aldershot with the first 2, 3, 4 chances in this game, albeit them half chances, didn't score. Woking scored with their first attempt, and that keeps happening to Aldershot at the minute. That is what John Coleman will hate, because that's his particular Groundhog Day moment at the moment.
And Will Nightingale's long ball down the far side went straight out of play. Aldershot simply can't afford to concede the next goal.
Yeah, Rob was just pointing out before the game, so credit to him, but Woking have the 3rd best home defensive record in the league, and they defended those attacks really, really well. Aldershot haven't as defended as well, and that's been the difference.
And Scotland looks towards Sanderson, head away from Nightingale. Now Pert getting direct towards the centre circle. Now it's good hold-up play there from Warren, trying to wriggle away from Richards. Now pokes it through towards Stewart. Stewart on the stretch, catches Chinakoli, and that'll be a free kick to Woking. And again, it was really good work from Warren to hold it up. Tried to slip it through for Stewart, but Okoli beat him to it.
Yeah, Woking fans wanting a yellow card, but I think that's fair. I don't think it was a yellow card offence. I think they both went for the ball there, and Ginnicoli gets up. He's doesn't look any the worse for wear. It's a fast and furious game. You expect those sorts of challenges, and both players now touch hands.
So 24.5 minutes played here at the Laithwaite Community Stadium on Derby Day. Woking 2 goals up, 2 goals from corners. Gabode headed in from the corner from the right, and then from the opposite side, Buterman flicked at the near post into the bottom corner. Free kick towards Sanderson, can't hold it up though. Tete Flicks away now is Andrews. Andrews looks for Gabode. Gabode right side of the box, puts it towards near post, and it's turned behind from Sam Inwood for a corner kick for Woking on the right hand side.
Yeah,
Aldershot just continue now to be pinned back.
Gabode's been the danger man. He's opened up so many, and whereas Matt Ward on the other side, who's had great form, hasn't had as much joy. He's obviously totally different types of players, and Gabode's just a big, fast, skillful physical unit. Matt Ward is a much more wiry, speedy, and equally skillful unit, but he hasn't got into the game so far.
Andrews corner kick and caught from Boyce Clark, and now can the Shots try and get away quickly. Boyce Clark and rolls it to Raheem Shackelford. Shackelford now coming towards halfway, enters the Cards half, short for Warren. Aldershot go backwards and they bring it over halfway. It's a heavy pass there intercepted from Drew in the middle. Pass is looking for Warren. Now Salison can't link up with Gabode from the centre circle. Aldershot have it back. Stewart holding it up. Still Stewart, and it's caught from behind there from Timmy Odesina. And the Shots take the free kick quickly down the inside left. Barrett works out for Pert. Now Brody Pert onto his right foot. Pert's pass well blocked there from Harry Buteman. Just telling his team to squeeze up. It was looking dangerous for a second for the Shots, and now Scott can take the throw. Back on the halfway line. Inwood into the feet of Scott. Scott trying to break away from Sanderson. Sanderson then sticks his foot in there. Still in battle with Scott. Scott goes down. No free kick given. Gabode can't find Akinola, and Witherington hits it off the face of Timmy Akinola. Took that one flush in the face there, but Akinola just on his feet now, and it looks to be fine. He's just been checked here.
I think it's been given as head, but I think he was actually hit. He was sort of upper chest really, and it obviously hit him hard. He's fine, he's saying.
He's just been checked.
But
medical team now.
Referees nowadays have to be very quick on this.
Just coming up to the 27th minute. Rob, in terms of just coming up to the 27th minute now, how do you see Aldershot trying to get back into this again? That they simply have to get the next goal here.
Yeah, well, I found myself saying that in the last 4 games before this. They've been 2-0 down at some stage in or by the end of the first half. Really surprised that the physios had to go through all the head injury protocols there. We all saw the referee made a mistake. It hit him in the nipple, and that's just Woking just understandably just calming things down. On we go. Yeah, and you're right, absolutely. Aldershot need to get the next goal, and they've still got time to get it in the first half, and I still believe they can.
It is Nightingale in the centre circle, rolls it to Inwood. Inwood now, about midway in Woking's half. Inwood being pressurised from Buteman, tries to nick it off, and then Witherington steps in there. Clears out towards left, too heavy though for Scott. And Drew just wants to take the throw quickly. Just Craig Ross whispering something into his right back's ear. And Drew provided the lovely corner for Buteman's second, and chipped in that first one as well. Drew now throws it down the left-hand side. Headed backwards from Inwood. Headed for Nightingale. Trapped on the chest of Dan Tetek. Clears it towards Stewart. Nice touch from Stewart inside his half. Lays off to Pert. Now Pert intending to find Barrett on the right-hand side. Barrett midway in the Woking half. He takes it on the bounce on his chest. Trying to turn away from Andrews. Barrett now surveying what's around him. Inside towards Warren. That's good work from Richards. Just a step in. Now Timmy Akinola. Akinola right-footed. Gabode just beyond halfway. Akinola continues his run down the right-hand side. Gabode looks for him just a bit too far. Head of Timmy Akinola there from Joe Gabode, and it will be an Aldershot throw. But I think Gabode looking really confident today in on that right-hand side.
Yeah, he did. He was frustrated with that because he genuinely thought he'd put it through. And Timmy Akinola, wouldn't tell it from his physique, but he's one of the quickest in the team.
So Aldershot go direct down the near side. And Coley steps in front. Stewart to head out for an Aldershot throw. Scott now takes it. It's a nice turn there from Stewart. Now Tetek back to the centre circle. Nightingale square for Shackelford. Again, here's Nightingale. Aldershot now take it over halfway. Nightingale in the centre circle. Stewart dropping deep, squares it into the feet of Witherington. Now spreads the play to Pert. Level with the penalty. Pert can't quite get the touch he wanted. Just gave the chance for Drew to clear it up into the air. It's bouncing. Gabode trying to hold it up. Scott gets his head to it. Now headed back to Scott from Pert. Pert heads it down for himself. Now Aldershot edge of the box. Pert trying to find Scott on the left hand side. He keeps it in play. And now Stewart trying to turn the box, lays off a Perth. Perth's corner! That's a beauty! Oh, that's fantastic from Brodie Perth. Curled it right-footed, left side the area. Not a chance for Will Jääskeläinen. And the shots are right back in this one, Rob.
And the desire in the build-up there from Scott and Perth, who just kept being first and getting something on it, and then it settled, and then Perth was able to do the one thing he's not been able to do so far, and Warren on the other side, get the ball onto his strong foot and whip something in. Woking had done their homework, but they were outnumbered there, and that is a class finish from Brodie Perth. Game on.
He certainly saved the crack of a derby day there, and speaking of Perth, hits it forwards towards Stewart. So the momentum of this game has changed. It's 2-1 to Woking.
Yeah.
Quarter an hour left of this first half, and can Aldershot get on level turns before the half-time whistle? Headed forwards for Nightingale. Odesina clears it. Now it's in the centre circle where Beachman gets it first. Andrews now out for Gabode. Holds on to it. Short now and halfway for Akinola. Being pressured here, Timmy Akinola. Again, trying to play his forwards, but Tetek all over the back of him. Tetek now slides towards it, but Timmy Akinola preserves the ball. Now it's with Jääskeläinen. Left side of his box. Jääskeläinen searching for Matt Ward, headed away from Shackelford. Headed back to the Aldershot path from Richards. Now Beatsman heads it down. Ward didn't get the touch right. Nightingale's header now hooked on from Widrington. Volleyed from Richards there. Now Coley rolls it forwards. Gabode's flicking now. Aldershot have it back. Here's Inwood. Inwood looking down the left-hand side. Looking for Stewart, headed square from Macaulay, ball bounce in the middle of the Woking half. Barrett's header, bit too heavy for Stewart, but he's still tracking down Macaulay in the penalty area. Jääskeläinen gets it cleared towards the centre circle. Inwood, heavy touch, Beatsman sliding towards it, but it goes forward in Aldershot's favour. Now Drew steps onto it, gives it away. Aldershot now, surging down the left. Scott into the penalty area. Scott now goes for the shot, blocked there from Chinakoli. And Aldershot had the momentum looking to get that equaliser.
Yeah. Games ebb and flow, and the ebb is definitely with Aldershot at the moment, having scored that goal, and they're really on the front foot and coming with renewed confidence. I would say it looked like they were a bit down in the dumps in some ways, just going through the motions, but now they've got the goal, they feel they can really get something out of this game, and Woking need to dig deep and defend well.
Josh Barrett to deliver from the left hand side, even though he's got a quality delivery in his locker. Just getting a bit of stick from the Woking fans, but Josh Barrett always sees that funny side of it, and yeah, just giving a bit back now as well. It's a good battle there between Barrett and the Woking fans in the KRE, and it's a bit of pushing and shoving in the box at the moment. It's the referees now coming across, just talking to Harry Beadsman, and now that push and shoving is over, and Aldershot can take the corner kick. It's still going on, involving Caleb Richards. Stewart involved as well. Barrett's corner kick, head away from Sanderson, and in the end the free kick goes in Woking's favour. Just carried on continuing in the 6-yard area. So free kick for Jääskeläinen to take shortly. 33 minutes played it at the Layfate Community Stadium. Woking were 2 goals up. Headers from Gabode and Beatsman for corner kicks, but a lovely curling strike. A half-hour mark from Brodie Perth has brought Aldershot right back into this one. Jääskeläinen just coming across it. That's right. And Woking 2-1 in front, and now just getting your thoughts on how it's all going, Rob, so far.
Yeah, 33, 34 minutes gone. To be fair to the ref, right, that's the first thing all afternoon I've disagreed with him. Prior to the build-up to that corner, Callum Stewart's been thrown around everywhere by Woking defenders. He's hit the floor twice, and then as soon as the corner's come in, he's just blown for a free kick the other way because he's had enough of all the shenanigans. But to be fair, he's had a decent enough first 35 games. I feel like he's in control of the game. That's what he needs to be. We've got a good spectacle. We expected goals. I thought 4 or 5. 3 of them in already. We're on track.
Nightingale over halfway now into the feet of Warren. Widrington wide right, midway in the Woking half. Goes backwards to Shackelford. So Nightingale looking to bring it forwards. Doesn't have an option on. Let's go back to the skipper for today, Widrington. Now cross to Inwood. Inwood now onto his left foot. Inwood trying to pick out Perth. Cleared away from Drew. Gabode holding off Scott. Infield, that Akinola first time. Could Pert get onto that bit tame pass of an Akinola, but Drew manages to clear his lines, headed from inward. Control from Gabode. Woking just over halfway. Gabode needing support. Now uses Timmy Akinola. Akinola looking to get down line. Akinola, brilliant work. Now he's away down the right. Akinola into the box. Akinola slips. We went for the cross and inward intercepts. And squares that in a very composed manner there. Warren now links up with Barrett. Aldershot approaching halfway. Shackelford looking to give it to Warren. Goes short. Shackelford continues to run down the far side. Shackelford caught there from the Woking skipper Harry Beaterman. 10 minutes left of this first half. Can Aldershot get an equaliser for the break? And Brodie Pert, what a strike that was to bring Aldershot back into this, where at the time the Cards were cruising on their 2-goal advantage, but again on Davide, big moments like that can completely switch the mood.
Yeah.
And Theo Witherington takes the free kick short for Josh Barrett. Good, Barrett's pass now intercepted from Matt Ward. Ward over halfway down the left. Ward now needed support. Has Akinola and Gabode coming forwards. Ward into the box, and Ward attempts to go for shots. A great challenge there. I think it was Scott on the far side. Matt Ward did get a shot off, but well over the bar in the end, and a goal kick.
Shots fans will tell you what return you get per pound of Ollie Scott. Absolutely phenomenal. He's battling away for the goal at this end, and he's just legged it back and got his foot on that and played it off a Woking player for a goal kick. He has been outstanding for Aldershot for the last 6-7 games since he came back from injury, and for me he's been the best player across that period.
Inward with the switcher play, and now held up here from Stewart. Square to Barrett, cut out from Andrews. And now Aldershot back on the ball again on the far side. Nightingale over halfway. Nightingale again has Warren as an option, but Nightingale now looks for Stewart on the inside right. 25 yards and goal. Square pass, bit too heavy though. Now Gabode gets away from Scott, and in the end just takes out of play. And Gabode was looking dangerous for a second, but just couldn't quite keep that one in play. Quick throw now to Scott from Pert. And now pulling there for Harry Beatsman. But no free kick given for the referee. It was a contest in Beatsman Tetek. Tetek thought he was pulled, but Beatsman won the tackle. Now Akinola bring it forwards, and then Witherington nicks it off, and now Witherington whips it down the right hand side. Richards just pokes it back, and Jaskalainen clears it. Now time for Inwood just to head it through the centre circle. Bounces now into the feet of Chinakoli. Coley squares it to Aaron Drew. Drew looking down the far side. Harry Beatsman trying to get to it, but it's simple now for Inwood to get it under control. Clears away. Now Aldershot have it with Stewart. Turns just inside his half. Again, Coley all over the back of Stewart, and a clever free kick one there for Callum Stewart. Nicked in front of Chinakoli. And Theo Witherington to take the free kick for the shots. 38 minutes played. Woking to Aldershot 1.
It's criticism of Timmy Akinola. It's that he sometimes gets caught in indecision in midfield. He holds on to it too long and then doesn't quite know what to do with them. We've seen 2 or 3 of that even in this game, but fast and furious as it is.
So Nightingale just over halfway. Warren now goes back to his goalkeeper, Canard Boys Clark, just behind the centre circle. Again direct towards the box, but time for Drew just to cushion header back for Will Jaskalainen. And Woking have just got to manage this lead for half time. They just regroup at the break. So he'd be so disappointed. 2-0 up and in a great position to go on and kick on, maybe try and get that third. Can't repeat it last season, but Aldershot right back in this one. Jaskalainen, long ball, miscontrolled. Now Gabode looks towards Matt Ward on the far side. He's edge of the area. Matt Ward now facing up Shackelford. Ward, few step overs, good tricky feet from Matt Ward, edge of the box. Ward now trying to keep his footing. He's still in the box and squares it for Richards. Now Woking, edge of the area, Richards clips it in, headed away from Nightingale. As far as Drew, Drew completes scuffs his effort miles wide of the target, but control from Ward. So Woking still on the ball, inside left. Andrews to Richards. Akinola, 30 yards and goal. Works out for Drew. Akinola making a run down the right. Drew gives it to Timmy Akinola. And Aldershot, good shape in. Woking struggling to try and find a way through. Akinola being pressed further and further back from Dejan Tetek. Akinola's pass intercepted from Inwood. and in the end it's carried out of play from Stewart. Will be a Woking throw. 5 minutes to go, Ian, before half time, and again it's just all about game management at the moment for the Cards.
Well, I was just thinking, often in these games you have a little lull where you go off on a little commentator's side alley of talking about all sorts of various things like the weather or whatever we've been doing, but there just hasn't been an opportunity in this game. It's been so full on from both sides, and both sets of crowds passionate, and goals are plenty, and it's been a great half.
Oh, lovely first touch there from Stewart to hold off a Coley. Now square for Barrett. Here come the shots over halfway now in the centre circle. Barrett still going. Barrett midway in Woking's half. Now square for Pert. He got another worldie in his locker. He puts a cross in towards the back post, and no one trying to make a move towards it. And Ian Andrews just sees off Shackelford. And it will be a goal kick for Woking. It was a good position there for Pert to put a cross in, but really, really poor delivery in the end.
Josh Barrett. Sorry, Tom. Josh Barrett is such an enigma, isn't he? He just, with all, he doesn't look like a footballer, but he's such a classy player, and his touch and everything. He's, I know, and he makes Aldershot tick, and he's had a very solid first half.
I always find Josh Barrett such an entertaining player to watch, but again, top technical ability he has in his locker, and Jaskalainen's goal kick headed away for Nightingale. Now Richards knocks it down the right, and Ward being well held off there from Shackelford. Good contest between the pair on the far side, and Shackelford comes out on top, gets the throw in Shot's favour. And now throw taken short from Shackelford to Widrington. Lifted from Shackelford. Odesina nods it. Now Aldershot just ahead of halfway with Warren. Richards puts the challenge in. Widrington has it now, and Skipper gives it to Nightingale. Now Inwood. Right footed and finds Scott. Just ahead of halfway now. Pert trying to drift inside Drew though. Sticking to him now. Drew clears over halfway. Intercepted there from Inwood, and Aldershot back on the ball with Widrington. Inside right. Widrington now works it to Warren. Warren facing up Richards. Warren, few step overs. Warren now right side of the box. Squeezes across in. Odesina clears. Bobbling now to the right side of the penalty area. Now Barrett. Edge of the box. Squares it for Shackelford. No room to try and get a cross in at the moment. Shackelford.
He could have sent it in there, Tom. Could have done.
Down the right-hand side now. Held up from Warren. Shackelford. He try and get a cross in this time. Blocked from Ward. Shackelford has it again. And Woking pin back here. 2.5 minutes left of the first half. Shackelford square pass. Turn for Stewart. Well blocked there by Timmy Odesina. And now Inwood steps onto it. Widrington goes to the shot. And that one goes over the KRE. Well, opened up for Theo Widrington to take it on. But again, could not keep that one down. The Aldershot skipper for the day. And again, Rob, now the momentum of this game has definitely changed. And again, you do feel like there's more big chances coming for the Shots.
Yeah, absolutely. They'll continue to create chances throughout the rest of the game. From a Shots point of view, just need to hope that they take them and obviously take the next one. Absolutely the right decision there from Theo Widrington to have a shot. The ball sort of popped up a bit as he did so, and made him look a bit silly, but it was there to strike. The Aldershot is who are asking the greater questions as we approach half-time. I think, as you rightly say, the mentality for Woking, having been 2-0 up, been pegged back 1, under a little bit of pressure, they'll just be quite happy to try and get in at 2-1. They might get another chance though here.
Ward clips it to Beastman, takes on his chest. That's good work there from Inwood to get across and clear out the box now. Ward. Getting 2 men around him. Was Ward clipped there? And the Aldershot fans less than happy with that one. Free kicks given in Matt Ward's favour. Taken on the left-hand side, but it looks like a card's been shown from the referee as well. Trying to see that was getting booked on the
it's Sam Inwood, Tom.
Sam Inwood receives the yellow from the referee, Alex Chilowitz, and now into the last minute.
I don't know if there was any dissent there. For me, the foul itself wasn't worth a yellow, but that's why he's the ref and I'm not.
Again, it did look a bit of a soft one there on Matt Ward. It's a throw for Jamie Andrews to take. Just about in the attacking third. 30 seconds left of this first half. Woking have the advantage on Derby Day, 2-1 up. Though comes in again, bouncing towards Okoli. Cleared now on as far as Joga Bode. holds up, and it's a low ball comes in from Andrews and cleared away in the stretch from Inwood. Now Odesina has it left edge of the box. Sets it up for Andrews to put a dangerous delivery. Header from Sanson across the face of goal. It's stay in play. No, in the end it rolls out for a goal kick to Aldershot Town. We're now about to head into first half stoppage time. And Boyce Clark plays that one short into the feet. Nightingale, just 2 minutes of stoppage time added on here. So Nightingale searching for Stewart. Head away from Odyssey. Now Warren tries to get Stewart away. Stewart now trying to lift over. Cody does that, but then Will Jaskalainen's there to pick up. It's a bit of a scare for Woking for a split second. Callum Stewart trying to nick in there. So Jaskalainen looking towards the left hand side. Heavy touch from Nightingale. Now Witherington moves it to his right hand side to Shackelford. Searching for Stewart. Trying to nick in front. Odesina was there. Foul there from Timmy Odesina. Nothing given against the Woking centre back. Then Stewart comes in with the challenge. Now Cody heads away. Witherington heads on the bounce. Stewart holding up the ball. Right side the penalty area. Surrounded by red and white shirts. Now has the support of Warren. Warren facing up Richards. Warren now onto his left foot. Cross blocked and then cleared out the box from Odesina. Now Woking can look to surge down the left hand side. Ward releases it in the end. Try and get the run of Sanderson away, but Inwood beats him to it, holds off Sanderson. And now time for Boyce Clark to launch it back into the Woking half. Andrews meets it with his head, cushion back from Beatsman. Now it's in defence midfield with Timmy Akinola. Chinakoli, 40 seconds left of this first half of stoppage time. And that's a good challenge that came in there from Brodie Pert on Aaron Drew. Again, Aaron Drew, what a signing he's been for the Cars this season.
Yeah, he and Richards. The survey this week, who's the most impressive player to play for your team this year? I said Caleb Richards without a doubt, but Drew's run him close.
Sanson flicks on Drew's throat. So it's their time for the shots to create one last chance. Boyce Clark rolls it to Nightingale. Again, Nightingale slowly coming towards halfway. Beatsman tracking him down. Nightingale turns, good work there from Beatsman as he got the throw for Woking. And there goes the half-time whistle here at the Laithwaite Community Stadium. Advantage for the Cards at the break. They put themselves 2 goals up in the open 20 minutes. First one was a corner from the right, flicked on and headed in for Gabodale. I think Boyce Clark did get a hand to it. Second one though, he got nowhere near it. It was a corner from Aaron Drew from the left-hand side. Beaton met it at the near post, across the face of Boyce Clark into his bottom corner. But a cracking strike though on the half-hour mark from Brodie Pert to half the deficit. Felt him left side of the penalty area, curled it superbly. Not a chance for Will Jaskalainen as it curled beautifully into his left-hand corner. So 2-1 at the break for Woking. I get the thoughts now of Ian Nicholson and Rob Worrell. Ian, you first.
Yeah, fast and furious half. Pretty even, I would say, in terms of possession and efforts. I think the difference has been Woking's defence has been very solid, and obviously conceding 1 goal, and they've taken their chances. I think Aldershot defensively were suspect for the 2 goals, but still a lot to play for. Very even game, good occasion, and obviously changes from the bench to come in the second half as well.
And Rob, can I get your thoughts on that half as well? Obviously disappointed to be behind, but they ended it fairly strongly.
Yeah, I think they began it the brighter, but only for 4 or 5 minutes. But in that 4 or 5 minutes, they did create 2 or 3 half chances. Didn't manage to take one, and then Woking had a period where really, through their set pieces in particular from corners and free kicks, they started to dominate. They've scored twice from them in relatively quick succession. What Aldershot Town have shown throughout the season is they never ever drop their heads or throw the towel. They've been behind a lot this season. In recent weeks they've been 2-0 down a lot, and this is the first time that in the first half they've pulled a goal back. The only other game they pulled a goal back was against Forest Green, and they created a plethora of chances in the second half but weren't able to take them. They'll be hoping this afternoon to do a similar thing in the second half and make sure that they are more clinical. Fair play to Woking for the 2 goals. Cracking game, and I think there's more goals in it.
Yeah, certainly second. That's all set up for a blockbuster second half here at the Laithwaite Community Stadium on Derby Day, where at the break it's Woking 2, Aldershot Town 1.
So moving their way around the pitch proudly of Laithwaite Elements, made up of Laithwaite Sharks, Laithwaite Mavericks and Laithwaite Lions. All way to celebrate their hard work and dedication they've given over the last 2 seasons. And also
I thought Woking were the better side for the first 20 minutes.
I think maybe you forgot the first 3 or 4 minutes. Aldershot had 2-3 times. But after that, then no, good chunk for Woking.
Yeah, and then
5 minutes through to that.
and then after Aldershot equalised.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, scored their goal.
Yeah.
It's a very
That's it. Yeah.
That's
Yes.
probably Aldershot Australia.
Since then, yeah. But I think they tend to have a bit more craft in the build-up. Woking are, they know that Aldershot are vulnerable from set pieces. I think they got down this side, they've done particularly well. Yeah, Gabodi and Akinola. No, I mean I've avoided saying anything on air. I kind of feel like I want to. You've got 25 people sat next to each other. I know why they want it. It's not just Aldershot not let some of their old people sit down. They give that extra section of something. They have to do an awful lot of extra stewardship. That's what it is. I think that's why they've done it. But there's 200 odd people at the EPP that Woking could have collected to get money from. So
2758. Also on the screen, 27158. Congratulations, you've won yourself £786.
Starting in the midfield all the time. Matching it out the time.
Yeah, I think that goal now is changing defensively. It starts to be the start.
And that's what you're saying. I'm bound to say this, but I just hope that for the spectacle it goes 2-2 and then makes the best team win. Yeah, that was I think the only way this game fizzles out is if Woking get a third in the first 15 minutes of the second half, and then they just, they get into the low block and just frustrate all the shots. I couldn't blame them if they did that, but
I always kind of watching Josh Barrett though, he was always a player that could make things tick.
that one that flew up in the air and came down, he caught it beautifully, but just come straight back off. I don't know if it was a Coley or who it was.
Cool, no problem.
When they lost at Shrewsbury, lost at Stoke to Shrewsbury.
Yeah, that's no problem at all.
So Terry like, well, you were, I was. And went onto the pitch and he was so disappointed. It's also the penalty shootout, didn't they?
Yeah, and they didn't even score any.
They not?
Shrewsbury missed the
no problem.
first one, then Aldershot missed, Shrewsbury scored, Aldershot missed, Shrewsbury scored, Aldershot missed.
It was gutted.
That's 3-0 or something.
So I've up to 10 Sills because I really rated him as a non-league
He got dropped, didn't he? Is that right?
started playing. I can't remember now, to be honest.
Was he a teacher?
Yeah.
On the very well.
Yeah, no, he's been managing on the South Coast for a few years. He was a club beginning with W. I can't.
Did he play there as well for a while?
No.
He played the King Stone, didn't he?
He definitely never played for both. Torquay he played for as well.
He was a good student.
Hello and welcome back here to the Laithwaite Community Stadium, where Woking lead by 2-1 on Derby Day. Again, goals scored from Gabode and skipper Buteman in the first half, both come from corners, but Aldershot half the deficit. It was a beautiful curler from Brodie Pert into the bottom corner. Again, all to play for in this second half. Again, Aldershot certainly have, even though they're behind it, have a bit of momentum now coming into this half. It was an absolute beauty from Brodie Pert into the bottom corner. As we are ready to get back underway with Woking shooting from right to left here. So, Harry Buteman, it was an excellent head at the near post. Get in, let's get your thoughts coming into the second half at the Laithwaite Community Stadium.
Yeah, it's obvious after 45 minutes, but this game certainly isn't settled, and a lot will depend on how the teams start, but also changes from the bench. You know, Woking have got a few, particularly with Jake Forster-Caskey to come on, who in these situations can really control a game a bit as a player like Josh Barrett does for Aldershot, but he's not. I suspect he's not 90 minutes fit yet, which is why he's probably on the bench to start. But no, I think it's all to play for, and I don't think we've seen the end of this game by any means.
Aldershot throw it down the left-hand side, miscontrolled there from Callum Stewart. And Rob, can I just get your thoughts coming to the second half? Also, you mentioned half-time with the midfield injuries. Do you think that has hampered Aldershot for this match?
No, I think Tetek and Widrington have done all right in there, but obviously Jed Meerholtz and Cam Harvey have been playing in that midfield week in, week out for a little while, and Meerholtz in particular, since he came back from Bristol City for the second spell playing in the heart of midfield, has been superb. He gives you a little bit of everything. But no, Aldershot have got a good squad, and the players that have come in have done well. And an early free kick here given against Ollie Scott. Bit of a battle off the ball. I think that's been the battle of the day for me, Ollie Scott and Gabode on that right side. Bizarrely, 46 minutes in, they've both played really well, haven't they?
Yeah, no, it's been an absolutely fantastic battle again. Gabode using his physicality well, but I think Ollie Scott is definitely a real threat going down that left-hand side for Aldershot. So Boyce Clark with the free kick, looking for Brodie Pert. Just bounces away from the man who scored that lovely goal in the first half for the shots. And again, John Coleman want the start he wanted right at the start of the first half. Again, came out the trap so quickly. Josh Barrett getting those early opportunities, and again, if Aldershot can get the next goal, then it is well and truly game on.
Yeah, I think for the neutral, for the spectacle, that's what the game needs, obviously for those of red and blue persuasion as well.
So Sanderson wins a free kick just ahead of halfway now. Okoli goes to diagonal, and it's flipped back from Warren to Shackelford. Here's Warren, and rolls it back into the feet of Shackelford. Now Sanderson chasing the ball down. Nightingale goes long, cleared away from Oldesina. Now Sanderson tees it back for Harry Buteman. Buteman, tidy feet, looks to play it down left-hand side, just slipped though at the vital moment, trying to get Matt Ward away. So a throw for Shackelford to take just over midway inside his half. 2.5 minutes played in this second 45. Widrington makes himself available, hits it on the bounce down the near side. Oldesina, his header down to the ground, finds Richards, nodded up into the air from Widrington. It will be a throw for Aldershot, taken quickly from Shackelford. Now Warren looks to find Shackelford. Well read there from Ward. Now Ward sloppy in possession. Here's Warren. Ward does reach the ball, wins the tackle. Now Shackelford on the byline, keeps in play. Warren, right side of the box, puts it across the face of goal. No one's there though. Drew clears, good pressure here from Aldershot. 3 minutes in the second half. Now Inwood on the ball. Turns and looking for options. He has Widrington in space in the middle. Goes first time to Dan Tetek. Now Shackelford. Can Woking pin back here. Shackelford looks to get into the box. Great tackle there from Matt Ward, but equally brilliant tackle from Tetek. Now Widrington looking towards the back post. Bounces to Brodie Pert. And now Barrett inside left. Edge of the box. Barrett turns. can go square now. Cross sent in from the left-hand side. It reaches Shackelford at the back post. Again, Woking just pinned in there, but Witherington just messed up with a vital moment there. Again, I'm not sure it's a cross or a shot there for Theo Witherington, but Rob definitely a frustrating one there.
Certainly was, yeah. He didn't get it right on that occasion, but Aldershot start in the second half on the front foot, as I thought they would and hoped they would.
So will Jaskalainen to take the goal kick here, but yeah, definitely first 4 minutes gone this second half, and Aldershot certainly looking at a bright spot. Can Witherington be disappointed himself there? Crossing position. Now Ward trying to get onto control. Rolls back here for Chinakoli. Here's Will Jaskalainen. Just over 4 minutes play in the second half here at the Layfake Community Stadium. It's 2-1 to Woking. Woking went 2-0 up in the first 20 minutes. Both goals for corner kicks. The first one was a corner from the right-hand side, flicked on the near post, and Gabode met it. Boyce Clark got hands to it, but wasn't enough to keep it out. Harry Buteman, the skipper, put the Cards 2-0 up. Lovely corner in from the left-hand side from Drew. Buteman at the near post, swept his header into the bottom corner, but it was a beauty from Brodie Pert on the half-hour mark, which got Aldershot back into this one. Felton left side of the box. It was a peach of a curler, right-footed into the bottom corner. And since then, Woking have been pinned back in early stages of the second half here. Aldershot certainly looking on top. So 5 minutes gone in the second half here on Derby Dates. Woking 2, Aldershot Town 1. And here's Aldershot on the far side, and in the end the ball's just taken out of play from Inwood, and I think it did take a nick on the way through. I think it didn't. Well, is it throw to Woking? Aldershot is a throw in Woking's favour. Bit of confusion there. That's been all cleared up. So again, 5.5 minutes gone in the second half, and I think John Coleman will be pretty pleased the way his side had come out. And Drew now to take the throw for the Cards.
Yeah, Woking really struggling to get going. I think Ollie Sanderson in general has struggled to get into the game. He's been well managed, but here's an opportunity.
It's lifted now from Joe Gabode. Ward, was he pushing the air from Shackelford? And the referee's pointed to the spot. It is a penalty to Woking. And Matt Ward got onto the bouncing balls, knocked on for Joe Gabode. There was a nudge from Shackelford. The Woking fans are screaming for the Aldershot right back to be sent off. But a massive moment in this match as Aldershot started the second half really well. Woking have a penalty kick.
Yeah, it was rash really from Shackelford, because you could see what any player would be doing. I mean, Ward had the run on him, running into the area, got nudged in the back, went over, and the referee, to be fair, no hesitation, pointed to the spot. And anywhere else in the pitch, I think that would have been a free kick. So, penalty in retrospect, from an Aldershot perspective, probably avoidable.
So Harry Buteman to step up here for Woking. Can they get their 2-goal cushion back? Can Harry Buteman get his second of the day? Tense weight around the ground. Can Boyce Clark step up and keep Aldershot right in this? Harry Buteman, right-footed. Oh, it's a brilliant penalty into Boyce Clark's bottom right-hand corner. Harry Buteman on Derby Day in front of the KRE to get his second goal. A nerves of steel from the Woking skipper. It's Woking 3, Aldershot Town 1.
Yeah, and that Woking goal really came from Aldershot having a lot of the early pressure in this half, and then first real attack, and a simple ball through really that Ward got on the end of and was brought down, and Buteman making no mistake, and 2 goals for him this afternoon, which he'll be loving.
Dispatched that brilliantly. Rob, so disappointing for Aldershot perspective when they start the second half on top.
It certainly did, and soft penalty, but I can understand why it was given. It was a little shove, and Ward felt it coming and went down, gave the referee a decision to make. Disappointing from Shackelford, because he could have still hustled in behind him. He still had to beat Boyce Clark. As for Harry Buteman, well, he's proper having his day, isn't he? Struck the penalty beautifully, and Boyce Clark went the right way, but wasn't able to get it because it was struck with too much power into the corner.
Shackelford over halfway. It's Aldershot looking to get right back into this one. Now squares it into the feet of Dan Tetek. Now Barrett back to Tetek. Again, this game though is far from over. The Laythwaite Community Stadium. It's a big moment though with Bootsman stepping up, and Aldershot have a free kick just ahead of the halfway line. One from Brodie Pert. Here's Sam Inwood now. Inwood searching for Stewart, but Coley held him off brilliantly and just bounced back to Will Jaskalainen. And again, the Woking fans very relieved now. They are back in front by 2 goals here. Jaskalainen looking towards Sanson. Of course, Harry Bootsman now on a hat-trick as well. Sanson chested backwards. Widrington appealed handball against Andrews in the centre circle. Andrews now, it's a scoop ball over the top on the left-hand side. Ward gets it under control, but he was clearly offside there. Matt Ward, the man who won that penalty. Again, I could certainly understand it. It was a bit of a 50-50 one, maybe. It was, some would say it was a soft one. And Widrington now takes the free kick a little bit too quickly for the referee's like. I think he's just, referee said to him just that Aldershot take it a few yards further back. And now Aldershot getting very annoyed with the referee. Just want to get on and take this free kick. So now it's been taken the right place in the referee's eyes. And Boyce Clark squares it across for Inwood. Here's Scott. Scott now searching on the left-hand side for Brodie Pert. Pert puts the delivery into the centre. Bounces towards Warren. But Richards just gets hold of the ball and clears it down the left-hand side. Now Nightingale has it down for himself over halfway. He clips it towards Warren. Header met from Odesina. Flick from Ward. He'll throw for the shots to take just by the visiting dugout. Shackelford links up with Widrington. Now Shackelford under real pressure from Bootsman. Nightingale, first time. Head up into the air for Odesina. Contesting with Stewart. Now ball breaks back down for Odesina. On its flick there from the referee from Odesina's pass. So, and the referee blew his whistle immediately and tried to get out of the way of that one. And looks to be a substitution here. Again, Tariq Hines to come on for the Cards. Again, Joe Gabode opened the scoring with that brilliant header. It's over 10 minutes in, and he's certainly written himself into that Derby Day folklore. Tariq Hines, again, the hero from last season to come on. Ian, your thoughts on Gabode's performance?
Yeah, very, very good performance, very strong performance. For whatever reason, Joe Gabode struggles to sort of make full 90-minute contribution. So it's and also Hines is a little bit more defensively minded than Gabode would be. Plus Gabode's on a yellow card, I believe. So I think it's a good change to have. And Tariq Hines himself can ask a lot of questions. The other change I would expect to see fitness is Jake Forster-Caskey coming on pretty quickly, and he has that ability to manage a game and settle in midfield and control things in front of the back four.
Now Odesina slices the drop ball straight out of play. So it's a Shackelford's throw. And now that's a long ball down the right hand side. And now Odesina gives it away. Here is Stewart now in the middle, squares it for Barrett. Again, Aldershot on the left-hand side. Brodie Pert. Pert now, can he get a cross in? Pert's delivery, control from Barrett. Left side the area, surrounded by red and white shirts. Goes to square past, and in the end taken out of play by Brodie Pert. Again, just so frustrating for Aldershot there. And Barrett cross into him in a great position, but just a touch from Pert wasn't right.
Frustrating, but again you see the strength that Woking's defence gives the team. I think they know their shape. They keep their, for whatever reason they're really able to defend well, mark their men and know when to dive in. I mean, Drew and Richards and Akoli, they've got 3 top performers, and Odesina's come in and done really well, keeping Akinola out of the team. So. Good defensive work there.
Goal kick taken, hook forward from Inwood. Coley heads it down. Now cleared again from Coley after Tetek's touch, and Coley levers that one forwards and certainly put his boot right through that one. It is Boyce Clark now, just outside his box. Now Boyce Clark drills it, right footed. Can he find Stewart? So push down Odesina from Stewart, nothing given. Here's Warren, level with the penalty area. Warren now inside to Widrington. Just under 25 yards to goal. Barrett goes to shot. Cleared away from Macaulay. And Woking just struggling to get clear for a second. Bit of a mix-up between Beatsman and Olasina. And the Timmy Olasina clears it out to the right.
I think it took a Shane Warne type spin as well as it came to Olasina, like an off break.
Theo Witherington just looks to heaven, so frustrated with his pass to Will Nightingale. Couldn't take it on the stretch. Now Woking with a quick throw from Warne. It goes over Nightingale's head. Now Sanderson lifts over inward, but Sanderson still has it in the D. Sanderson shot blocked from inward. And now it's headed away from Scott. Hines hooks it back towards the box, taken inwards midriff, and now looks towards the centre circle. Just bounces off a Timmy Olasina and falls in the centre. Just over 25 yards and goal with Harry Beatsman. Beatsman now. Short pass outside his right to Richards. Matt Ward. Again, just goes back to Caleb Richards. Richards now drifting in field. Olasina level with the centre circle. Timmy Akinola inside left. Like he's having a shirt pulled there, Akinola, but now plays it to Beatsman. Beatsman can't pick out Ward though. Now just bounce back to Boyce Clark, and Boyce Clark gets it upfield quickly. Boyce Clark looking to play it over the top to Stewart. And now Stewart out on the right hand side again. Olasina just send him out there. Good tackle there from Timmy Olasina on Callum Stewart. And it will be a throw for Aldershot. Still in search of getting back into this game. Hour gone here at the Layfake Community Stadium. Woking 3, Aldershot Town 1. Harry Beatsman with a double, accompanied by a Joe Gabode header. Just kicked things off today. Still best goal of the day though is Brodie Pertz. Outstanding curler into the bottom corner. So Aldershot now preparing the long throw. It's actually goes a bit short and backwards from inward to Scott. Scott now in space in the middle, 35 yards and goal, puts the cross in and now cleared away from Jamie Andrews. Now bounces back to Boyce Clark. Boyce Clark goes the ball towards the box and Yaskline punches away. And now Beatsman lifts it to Timmy Akinola. Can Woking get on the counter? Good tackle one there from Scott. And now Drew clears into the feet of Tariq Kynes. Woking deep inside their own half. Aldershot pressing high. And the end free kick given against Aldershot. I have to admit, I'm not sure that was for there. If that was a push, it was an extremely light one. And I can understand the anger of the visiting fans. And Woking have a free kick to take it. And 3-1 in front, just over an hour gone. And again, managing the game very, very well at the moment. And just
will Jaskalainen get one of his regular injuries? He's very injury prone. Not seriously, just regularly injury prone.
So will Jaskalainen just down in the 6-yard box at the moment. So again, it's certainly see us a few times this season. Again, Jaskalainen go down just so the team can just regather and refresh themselves. And hopefully it should be fine. Will Jaskalainen at the moment. Physio just looking at him. So just over an hour gone here at the Layfake Community Stadium. It's Woking 3, Aldershot Town 1. Wokin's third came from the spot. It was a ball hooked over the top from Gabode to Ward, and Ward was brought down inside the box. Shefford with a little nudge on Matt Ward. Maybe some would say it's a soft bomb, but Harry Beatsman stepped up from the spot. The skipper put it into the keeper's bottom right hand corner to get his second of the day. 62 minutes played here in the sunshine at Woking. It's Woking 3, Aldershot Town 1. Still a break and play here. So Rob, how do you think Aldershot can get back into this one?
Just keep doing what they're doing, but be a bit more clinical when they get chances. Interestingly for me, I mean, clearly that we all know what goes on in modern football. That's a Woking timeout, right? Jaskalainen goes down, but the whole Woking side came over. Aldershot didn't take the opportunity as a team to come over at all. Whether that's they didn't want to hear the wrath of John Coleman or not, I don't know, but they obviously clearly know what is expected of them. You don't need much of a game plan when you're 3-1 down. You've just got to go for it, haven't you? I think it's such a shame from Aldershot's point of view. They're giving away a soft penalty there. Hang on a moment.
Yeah, Sanson flicks to Ward, but Shefford gets his body in between man and ball.
Yeah, I just think the game was so brilliantly poised, and Woking looked a little nervy at 2-1 at times, didn't they? And 3-1, and the opportunity to choke the rest of this game out. It's probably the wrong word, actually. But you know what I mean, just see it out, just stifle it a little bit is now there massively for Woking, who don't concede too many at home, very rarely more than one.
Here come the shots now. Witherington into the feet of Stewart. Stewart Now tricky feet, Stewart trying to get into the box, but good standing challenge one there from Timmy Olasino, who's been excellent at the back today. Ball goes square to Beaton, brought down for Theo Witherington, and a yellow card straight away shown from the referee to Theo Witherington. And again, don't want them too near each other just in case that really kicks off. But yeah, Witherington just got to it after Beaton, just a little tug there. Aaron Beatsman's shirt, and the referee was in no doubt to award the yellow to the Aldershot skipper.
No complaints.
Which the Woking fans certainly enjoyed for obvious reasons. But again, Theo Witherington just geeing up the troops, and Aldershot, they can get that next goal. And it is game on again. That certainly will not want to give up on Derby Day. All days, and Will Jaskalainen with it. Free kicks taken again. Woking, and they just need to see this one out for the next 25 minutes or so. So drilled from Jaskalainen. To the far side looking for Chinakoli. And he met from inward, and it's a Woking throw for Andrew to take. Actually, Drew leaves it now for Andrews. I think Andrews sometimes mixes up his throws. I think he's intending a long one here from the far side. Again, let's see if he can cause a bit of carnage in the box. A little push there from Macaulay on Scott. Spotted by the referee. Macaulay certainly looking less than pleased. He probably feels it was a real soft bit of contact for Scott to go down. The referee just stepping in, calm things down, and Jamie Andrews can take the throw. And discussion still going on now. They conclude, and 25 minutes left here at the Laythwaite Community Stadium. Woking lead by 3-1 on Derby Day. So Andrews hurls in the throw. Okoli wins the flick on, and Boyce Clark easily catches that. And now Aldershot can just push up and see if they can try and cause some issues on that Woking backline. So at the moment it's pretty comfortable for the Cards after Aldershot started the second half pretty well. Inwood makes a switch to Warren. Nice first touch there from Warren. He's in behind. Warren now goes to square pass. Too heavy for Barrett. Comes off his knee. And then Okoli clears out for a corner kick there for Aldershot. Rob, massive chance missed there from Aldershot.
Oh yeah, Charlie Warren's brilliant first touch, cut inside, and then he's got to shoot. I don't know why he's trying to pass there. That's exactly where he wants to be shooting from. He's inside the box, opening up the angle, but still a corner for the shots.
So Barrett to take to the right hand side, but went for the wrong decision there. Should have gone for the effort, as Rob just said, for Charlie Warren. So Barrett, low corner in, bouncing around the box, and handball appeals against Andrews, nothing given. Sent back out to the right. Barrett's delivery, heading out the box from Macaulay, and now Shackelford just knocks it back for Scott. It's now Aldershot in search of getting that goal back. Barrett now right side of the penalty. Barrett goes, ball deflects in, and it's turned in. And Theo Witherington certainly enjoyed that one. The skipper brings Aldershot back into it. Fist pumps towards the away fans. It's 3-2 at the Laythwaite Community Stadium, and Theo Witherington on hand to turn it in. Rob, game on again.
Yeah, game on again. It's quite a scruffy goal from Aldershot's point of view, but their fans won't worry about that. Theo Witherington certainly won't, and they're back in it, and they can make a real fist of this one now, still with 23 minutes left, and we're back where we started the second half. Theo Witherington is coming off here, understandable, on a yellow, and being replaced by Keane Anderson. Also Brody Pert coming off 4 shots and being replaced by Tyler Frost.
So let's see if those substitutions can have the impact that John Coleman wants. But Ian now, Woking, a little bit of nerves be creeping in.
Yeah, sloppy goal really. They had several opportunities to clear their lines and really didn't do it with any decisiveness. And then when that ball bobbled in, it just needed that touch, which Witherington got. So, yeah, it's always, if you're too ahead, it's always the next goal that's going to either settle your nerves or increase your nerves. My nerves have suddenly increased again now, but it's all set up for a thrilling last 25 minutes.
Certainly as Olasina clears over halfway. Theo Witherington, what a way to go out of this game, bring the shots back into it. Really enjoyed that one. Here's Hines now. Hines into the area now. Hines still trying to stay on his feet. Inwood intercepts. Now Drew towards the byline. Is he won a corner kick? No, the last touch did come off. Aaron Drew. It's now shots with their tails up. Just over 68 minutes gone here at the Layfake Community Stadium. Woking 3, Aldershot Town 2. So Boyce Clark goes short for Inwood. And slowly coming out from the back. First touch for Keane Anderson. And now Inwood again. Strokes it back for Boyce Clark. Once more to Inwood, and now the shots are looking forwards. And it's clipped from Inwood towards the inside left. The Coley heads down. And it comes off Hines last. Barrett just got a toe onto it, so throw for shots to take in front of their supporters on the far side. And it will be Sam Inwood to launch this one in at midway in Woking's half. And that away end will go absolutely berserk if they can get a leveller from this. So Inwood, and that's the short option of Scott, but surely he'll go for just that long throw into the box. That's exactly what he does. Ball just bounced off the chest of Anderson, and now Ward can bring it away. Aldershot do concede a throw. Ball just came off Tetek's right foot last. And Woking just take their time with the throw. In fact, actually, it looks like a substitution is going to be made for the Cards, and it will be Timmy Akinola coming on for Tunji Akinola coming on for Jamie Andrews, and Ian probably a sensible substitution, you'd say, for Craig Ross to make.
Yeah, Woking have had a lot of games, midweek and weekend games for a few weeks now. Jamie Andrews has played in most of those games and done very well. He's got great fitness levels. But bringing Tunji Akinola just strengthens it a little bit in midfield, a little bit more solid. And
looks to be Timmy Akinola coming off as well. So again, it's again both on yellow cards as well. So understandable that Craig Ross is bringing them both off, and the ran themselves down to the ground. So Jake Forster-Caskey on as well, and again a great experienced player to bring on a game like this.
Yeah, I've been expecting that for a while. I'm relieved from a Woking perspective that he's on. Taking Timmy Akinola off also helps the commentators.
Yeah, most certainly. And it's lifted now from Beatsman down the right hand side, rounded away from Inwood. Forster-Caskey, his first touch, header down the right and cleared towards the halfway line from Inwood, and nodded from Macaulay, and that one just about stays in the ground. Now Inwood to take the throw a few yards behind halfway, so just under 20 minutes to go here at the Layfake Community Stadium, perfectly set up on Derby Day. Woking have the 3-2 advantage, and Aldershot can get the latest of those 5 goals. Again, they will throw everything at it in these last 20 minutes. Last stoppage time, Drew throws it down the far side, a bit too high for Sarnison, still stays in play. Inwood being harassed from Hines, clears his lines now. Now Stewart squares it for Barrett. Aldershot in the half, just beyond the centre circle now. Barrett pings it into Warren. Warren now onto his left foot, tries to roll it through. Good sliding clearance there from Odesina. Now Ward rolls it to Beatsman. Now Woking can maybe form an attack here. Beatsman needs support. Beatsman tries to skip away from Nightingale. Nightingale makes the tackle. Woking have it back on halfway with Richards. Beatsman now plays it through the middle. Sarnison takes heavy touch there. Foul there on Sarnison. Well, the referee thought so. From Inwood, I think there was too much in that one. From Inwood, a bit of a soft one, I think, from the referee to give against the Aldershot centre back, but that'll do nicely for Woking. Again, just to break up the play. Free kick, bang in the middle. Just over 35 yards to goal. Jake Forster-Caskey will, here we know he can hit them, but probably a bit too far. Forster-Caskey shortly.
I said that earlier in the season when he had one. It was closer than this though, and I said he's surely not going for it. And then he rattled the crossbar, but no, he won't go from here. But it's he is a good set piece taker.
And now Forster-Caskey whips in. Coley goes down, nothing in that though, and then headed out for a throw. Looks like it came off Nightingale last. So Woking be taking the throw level with the penalty area. Coley just slowly getting back to his feet. Again, Woking will just try and slow things down as much as possible here with that 3-2 advantage. And Aaron Drew will be the man to take the throw on the far side. Forster-Caskey, as there's a short option just behind him. Drew puts the throw in. Ball now bouncing in the air, and Aldershot managed to get it clear. Just gets away in the end from Stewart. And now time for Odesina just to guide it back to Jaskalainen. Gets Stewart though, not giving up, chasing right from the front. Jaskalainen slips as he played that long ball. Bounce over Ward, and that goes out. Play for a throw for the shots. 73 minutes played here at the Layfake Community Stadium. It's been a cracker. Saturday lunchtime. 3-2 in Woking's favour. Have we got another twist in the tail? Shackelford Was it short? Anderson goes down. There's some contact there from Buteman. So another free kick now for the shots to taken. Boyce Clark be looking towards the likes of, I think, Barrett may pick up second balls. Again, everyone now just drifting right to the middle. Boyce Clark just under 10 yards behind the halfway line on this right hand side, drills it towards the penalty area. And Stewart can't take it down, still on the edge of box now. Woking managed to clear their line, so he turns Giacanola. Sanson's header goes square. Ball bouncing there just behind halfway. And Shackelford has it, under pressure. Ward now gets it off him. And now 50-15, it's clear from Inwood. There was a pull though on Matt Ward, and the referee's eyes has been given as a free kick in Wokin's favour. And again, they just need these moments, Woking, just to break up the play, get these free kicks and to slow everything down.
Yeah, and they are going to get opportunities. There's almost one there for the breakaway. But they've got to have the pace and the ability to take those. And at the moment, Aldershot holding their lines well and threatening as they come forward. And that's only going to increase as the game goes on, as the scoreline stays like this. It's Aldershot going to throw more and more forward, and it'll go one way or the other.
Forsakaski looking for Coley from the free kick. He heads on. Hines sprinting towards the ball. Nice turn there from Scott. And now Scott getting ready to get down that left-hand side. Scott now approaching halfway. Released it, but Forsakaski's there. He flicks up in the air. And now Aldershot have it back in the half. The ball's played square to Anderson. And now Aldershot coming forward to down Tetek. Woking just backing off Tetek now. Finds Stewart, right side of the box. Stewart puts the low ball in. It's cleared out for a corner kick by Chinakoli on the right hand side. So quarter now left, and Rob certainly Aldershot putting the pressure on now.
Yeah, we've got 15 minutes plus added. They're going to get another 2 or 3 chances at least. If they take one and get out of here with a 3-all, I think they can be relatively pleased with that. But who knows with this game? I thought there'd be 4 or 5 goals. We've had 5 already, and we've still got 15 minutes. Corner taken short.
Barrett now to Tetek. Work to Shackelford in the box. Shackelford on the byline. Another corner kick. A block from Ollie Sanderson. It was a well-worked short corner from the shots, and will they try it again? Josh Barrett. Crossy has Tetek. Has the short option once more. I wonder if Barrett will just go for that straight whipped-in ball. We'll wait and see. So just under quarter now left here at the Laythwaite Community Stadium. It's getting nervy for Woking. They're 3-2 in front. Can the shots level things up? Barrett's corner kick was bobbling around the box. Now header from Shackelford. Ball bouncing. Woking frantically trying to get it away. And it's a free kick given against the shots. Not quite sure why. Maybe there's a little nudge there, but didn't see much in that. And again, the Aldershot players perplexed by that. And a free kick for Woking. Again, to the relief of the Casket. It was certainly looking nervous when that corner came and it was bobbling around.
Yeah, your Aldershot summariser's a bit perplexed as well. That's the third decision that looked really soft from me in the last 5 minutes that Woking have been given free, which is exactly what they need. Any opportunity right now, as you've both said, Woking feeling the nerves. When you've been 2-0 up and 3-1 up in a game, the thought that you might not end up taking all 3 points is human nature. It's in their minds. It's in everybody's minds in this stadium. I think there's one more goal. I just don't know which way it's going to go.
We'll see. Okoli header bouncing down the centre circle. Ward takes it under a spell. Now lifts it out towards Hines. Hines header forward from Scott. Now Drew looks at Hines. Not a lot on that pass. Was a foul from behind from Scott. Just gave a little nudge on Hines as well. Again, Woking just need these moments. Again, just getting those free kicks, break up the play as much as possible. Not letting Aldershot get ahead of steam. And
no complaints at that free kick, but he was mentally sharp, Ollie Scott. He saw the ball was there. He just mistimed it, didn't he?
Certainly did. A free kick on the right-hand side for Jake Forsakaski to take, just under midway in the shots half. Let's see if he can put in a threatening delivery. Forsakaski in swing comes in, headed away, and now cleared forward from Tetek. Ball bouncing over Richards' head. Stewart trying to get onto it. Cleared from Olasina. I thought there was maybe a little pull there from Richards. Nothing given though. And Inwood lifts it towards halfway, headed down from Forsakaski. Inwood goes short. Here's Barrett just behind halfway. Barrett now looking towards the inside left, and there's a foul given against Aldershot there, just for A slight nudge, that was on Tunji Akinola. And the Shots fans get frustrated on the far side with the referee. Again, Woking just need to keep their cool here. And you can certainly feel the nerves in around the ground at the moment with it being 3-2.
Yeah, there will be. I think you can, as the game goes on, there's lots of niggly pushes and pulls and things happening. And if I'm honest, the referee's getting some, he's missing others. But
ball pills there against Sanderson. Nothing given out. Hines to Sanderson, finds Ward. Ward's offside though. Again, Woking fans' eyes lit up when they saw Matt Ward in the box free, but an Aldershot played a good line there, and they take the free kick quickly through Boyce Clark. Inward now, back to his goalkeeper.
Yeah, Woking for me have really settled. They're not. They look tired, and they look like they're not coming forward with any real conviction.
Tete square for Barrett. Barrett just in front of the centre circle. Now Barrett keeps it away from Buterman. Again, long from Inwood, trying to get Frost in behind, too far there for Tyler Frost. I like the idea from Inwood, but just a little bit too much on that. Again, Desi trying to get Tyler Frost in behind the right side of Woking's defence. And Yaskalainen will just take his time. Nice goal kick it.
Yeah, nice player, Tyler Frost. I saw him popped over to Aldershot earlier in the season, got a winner. I think it was against Altrincham to end a really bad run. And it's a beautiful goal, and he's always a threat.
So goal kick from Will Yaskalainen. Header forwards there for Nightingale. And clear from Macaulay. Ball bounce in Hines' favour, flicks it on. Again, cleared away from Scott. Nice touch there from Stewart now, lays it off in the centre circle. An Aldershot come forward, Tete pulled back from Buterman. And that it has to be a yellow card there for Harry Buterman. No doubt about it, but it's one he had to take for the team there.
There are some knowing fouls going on a little bit at the moment, just players who aren't on yellows doing what needs be for the team. Frustrating for the opposition, I'm sure, but Josh Barrett now on a set piece that, oh no, he's not taking it, but a set piece for Aldershot.
So it's in the centre for Ollie Scott to take, and I think some of the Aldershot fans just been escorted out on the far side, which against some of the Woking fans taunting them. So 10 minutes left, Woking 3, Aldershot down 2. Scott's free kick comes in, bounces off a Nightingale and picked up from Yaskalainen.
Those set pieces, there's lots of flailing arms, people attempting to look like they've been fouled or have been fouled. Or
there's Forsakassi going long, can't get Hines in behind. Boyce Clark now to slice clearance now, he's out of his goal. Sanderson is going to roll in, and it's a nightmare for Boyce Clark. And Ollie Sanderson, with just under 10 minutes left, has been gifted a goal to put Woking 2 goals in front again. And it looks like it's been ruled out. And now Aldershot play it forwards quickly. Boyce Clark's furious. And it has been ruled out. So no goal for Ollie Sanderson. And the Aldershot fans giving it back to Woking. And again, Boyce Clark is one lucky man there.
He's very lucky, and that was a very marginal offside. It would have been Tariq Hines was given offside, but I mean Ollie Sanderson was just a first time touch, went straight into goal. So how that was given offside, I really don't know.
So huge relief for Aldershot. They're still right in this one, and Rob, there is still hope for the Shots again. Boyce Clark, as I said to Ian, will be mighty relief for that.
I literally just curled up in my chair watching that. I couldn't believe it. Boyce Clark has been absolutely brilliant for the Shots, but he got that all wrong, and the assistant referees come to the Shots' rescue. It might just spur them on in these last 8 minutes plus added time as they come forward again on the right hand side.
So Aldershot now holds up, and Kwame Thomas is the latest man to come on the field. Ward clears it away. Here's Nightingale down the right. Now Shackelford. Held up him and Tete. Lovely drag into the feet. Shackelford now. Maybe a chance of Warren. Take the strike on. Straight at Yaskalainen. It opened up nicely for Charlie Warren there. Took it low left footed, but denied by Will Yaskalainen, Rob.
Yeah, he's finally had a go at goal. He's passed twice when he could have shot, and I wondered if he'd got a moment in him today. That might be the moment come and gone, as there's a foul at the other end on Nightingale from Sanderson.
Just a slight nudge there from Ollie Sanderson. Free kick taken quickly. And now here's Aldershot on the ball with Inwood. 7 minutes to go at the Layfake Community Stadium. Still well and truly game on. Woking 3, Aldershot Town 2. on Derby Day. Warren down the line for Shackelford, but Ward getting himself in between Shackelford and the ball. We see it out of play, does really well there, Matt Ward, to get a throw for the Cards. And Matt Ward again displaying his terrific work rate there down this near side. And Caleb Richards will be taking the throw for Woking. Again, it was delirium when Sanson put that in the back of the net, but offside given against the Cards. Now throw taken, hooked on from Keane Anderson, and Thomas trying to turn. Coley clears it, it's come off Thomas, and it's looping now to Warren. Warren just slips. Now Richards on the byline trying to see off Warren. Richards now finds space to clear his lines. It will bounce out for an Aldershot throw, taken just behind halfway. Inward will leave this one for the throw to be taken. In fact, actually the ball went out of play well before it reached the halfway line, so throwing the attacking third for Shackelford to take. Thomas has it down and now cleared away from Forster-Caskey. Aldershot in the middle here with Scott. Hines chasing down, now Inward plays it from the centre circle, can't find a teammate though. Drew's clearance headed down from Inward, and Woking struggling to get out here. Scott now inside left, Frost trying to move in behind, still Scott. That's good closing down there from Giacono. Now Drew into the feet of Buteman, trying to keep on the far side. There was a push there on Harry Buteman from Charlie Warren, and it is a free kick for Woking. We have 5 minutes left here at the Laithwaite Community Stadium of normal time. Woking 3-2 up. They thought it was 4-2 when Sanderson rolled it in, but offside was given.
And to add to the Woking nerves, Woking fans will know how poor Woking have been at holding on to leads late in games, and we'll be hoping that doesn't come back to bite them in this Derby game.
Yaskalainen's free kick. Aldershot get it clear. Headed away from the centre circle from Odyssey. Now Ward level with the centre circle, picks it up on the left hand side. Plays it back for Forster-Caskey. Down the line was Ward. Nudged into there from Shackelford, he was. And it will be a yellow card as well for Raheem Shackelford. Ward now slowly get back to his feet, and Shackelford shown the yellow by the referee. Again, keep saying it, that's what Woking need to do. Just get those free kicks and break the play up as much as possible. 4 minutes to go at the Laithwaite Community Stadium. Again, so much tension around the ground, but again, Woking have done really well since Phil Widdrington got that goal back for the Shots. Again, is there one last dramatic moment left in this match? Jake Forster-Caskey to deliver from the left hand side. Forster-Caskey free kick, it's cleared away from Anderson. Flick from Beatsman. Now here is Kwame Thomas heading towards the halfway line. Thomas now doesn't get that pass right, intercepted from Drew, but it will be a shot's throw.
Yeah,
just
sharp
halfway.
Sharp interception there from Drew. Both he and Richards are very good at that, at timing. You very rarely get them caught out, but they time their interceptions as well. And here we have,
looks to be Harry Buteman, so he won't get the hat-trick today, but the two will do very nicely, and a standing ovation for Harry Buteman. Again, sometimes he's been questioned this season, Harry Buteman, but for me his work rate's terrific, and he always has goals in him, and he's provided on the biggest day of them all, Dale Gorman, to come on in his place.
Yeah, he's done very well, and in the last few games maybe the slight change in system has helped him as well. And here comes Dale Gorman again, the first appearance on a Woking pitch since he damaged his ligaments in this game last year, and it's been a long journey back for Dale Gorman, so pleased for him.
Fantastic to see him back on the pitch, and now throw taken by the Shots, head up into the air from Tunjacanola, now met by the head of Forster-Caskey again. Aldershot head forwards, once more headed away from Forster-Caskey. Nightingale's flick forwards now. It's a foul there from Timmy Olasina. Timmy Olasina hasn't given away a free kick somehow. I thought he caught Warren and didn't get any of the ball. Ward now takes a poor touch, and Aldershot back on the ball with Shackelford. And now Shackelford about midway inside the Woking half, plays it down the right. Richards cuts it out. Richards now goes long, just flick there for Nightingale, and a turn from Inwood. Inwood now approaching the halfway line. 2 minutes left, a normal time here. Woking 3-2 up. It is Shots now in the centre circle. Anderson moves it along to Nightingale. Again, pings it towards the back post here. Thomas heads it down to the middle. No one's there though in yellow. And Richards clears his lines. So throw on the right hand side for Aldershot. And again, it's certainly getting tense round here, Robbers. Aldershot pushing for that equaliser.
Yeah, Kwame Thomas, that's what he's good at. Set the header beautifully, but nobody was able to run onto it.
That's a great opportunity. Something to run onto that, but nobody was alert enough. So throw comes in from Inwood. Head away from Chinakoli. Harry Beatsman just announced the official man of the match. Again, Inwood lifts it back in, but no one challenging Jaskalainen. And a simple catch for the Woking goalkeeper. Again, he'll just take his time with this. Oh, it's long looking for Matt Ward in behind on the left hand side. Ward lets it bounce. Shackelford's by him. Now Ward just facing up the right back, needing support. Has that with Forster-Gasky, can't drag it to Forster-Gasky. Shackelford wins the challenge. Tetek now looks towards halfway, heavy touch from Tunjakanola. Warren to Kwame Thomas. Thomas pulled back from Del Gorman. Free kick for Aldershot.
Just a quick word on the crowd. 4993 should be over 5. 1,105 Shots fans, and it would have been 1,300 if Woking had let those seats go. Instead, they've got 25 people sat in there plus the cheerleading team. That's my only word on it all afternoon. On we go.
So free kick for Boys Clark to take. It is a shame that Aldershot can't have full capacity today. Now Boys Clark pings the free kick in, punched away from Jaskalainen, and he was fouled in the process in the referee's eyes. Certainly a few of the Aldershot players looking bemused about that one. So 5 minutes of stoppage time for Aldershot to try and get the level up.
I'm not having that one. I'm not having that one, Tom. Kwame Thomas has jumped, he didn't get the ball, keeper's come through, punched it away, and then fallen down flat on the floor, and the referee's given a free kick. Not having that.
It's maybe a typical one of the keepers getting benefit of the doubt, which certainly does frustrate a lot of people. And Jaskalainen takes this left-footed, looking towards Ollie Sanderson. Headed forwards from Anderson. Now Thomas holding it up just over halfway. Felt he was pulled down, and he does get the free kick in his favour.
Reluctantly, the referee gives the free kick. I'm going to give the headphones back to Ian because I'm feeling rather grumpy right now.
So it is a free kick for Aldershot, just over halfway on the left-hand side. Kanaya Boys Clark. So the first minute of stoppage time is completed. 4 to go. Again, if Aldershot get that equaliser that away and opposite, there's going to be some mad season there. Boys Clark with the free kick headed on there for Nightingale, clear from McCauley. Now Ward sprinted towards the bouncing ball, just behind halfway. Composure from Scott, gets away from Ward and Gorman. Excellent there from Ollie Scott on the inside right. Warren trying to turn, and Odesina just fends him off brilliantly there, and it will be a throw for Woking. A minute and a half of stoppage time played.
And did Dale Gorman got a yellow? Did he? Did it earlier? Did he get a yellow?
I think Dale Gorman did avoid getting the yellow.
Oh right, I thought that would have been.
So it's a throw for Caleb Richards to take deep inside the Cards half. So throw taken, bouncing there for Inwood, hits it left-footed. Chinakoli nods away. 3 minutes of stoppage time left. Frost can't flick it on, cleared from Drew, and it will go out for Aldershot throw on the left-hand side. Anderson leaves it for Inwood. So Inwood can get themselves set, and the referee is just reminding Inwood to be in the right place. And now Inwood releases the throw. Header met from McCauley. Gorman traps on his chest. Del Gorman goes down. Has he won a free kick? He has. Good play there from Del Gorman. Nice experienced work, just anticipated that contact. And we are midway into the 5 minutes of stoppage time. Free kick for Woking on the far side, just on the midway inside their half.
And Dale Gorman is probably to Aldershot fans who Theo Witherington is to Woking fans the pantomime villain. So that will add to the pain of seeing Dale Gorman come back and that happen. But
2 minutes left of stoppage time. Jaskalainen drills it down the far side. Sanson, can he flick on? He does. Can't find Ward though. Cleared from Shackelford. Again, Richards heads it off the back of Warren, breaks here for Gorman from the centre circle, scoops out towards the left, taken under a spell by Shackelford. Over halfway, but cut out from Richards. Again, Richards pass deflects forwards, and Ward just lets it bounce out of play, and the throw goes in Wokin's favour. A minute and a half of stoppage time left, and Woking have the ball where they want it. I think actually it is a throw to Woking. A bit confused there for a second. So Caleb Richards to take this one. Midway inside the shots half. We're coming up to the last minute of stoppage time. Again, Woking have the ball midway inside Aldershot's half. That'll do the Cards nicely at the moment. So close to getting over the line. We're in the last minute of stoppage time here. Richards' throw, headed down for Nightingale. Now clear from Shackelford, only as far as Gorman. Gorman now, out towards Hines. Hines on the chase against Scott. Scott can clear his lines. It's going towards the centre circle. Turn Giaconola wins the header. Anderson now, prods it to Scott. Now Aldershot, 40 seconds to go. Hit it down the right, Chester from Drew. Cleared from Macaulay. Sanson can't win the header. Inwards header bouncing in the centre circle. Tetek has it taken away from Forster-Kaski. Now Ward just hits it down the left hand side. 25 seconds of stoppage time left. Aldershot, his last chance to lose them. Shackelford takes the throw. Boyce Clark now square across the back into Inwood. One last chance Aldershot to get it forward. Inwood from the centre circle goes for the diagonal ball, looking for Kwame Thomas. Header one from Richards. Ward held off from Thomas. It will be a throw for the Shots. This is their last chance.
One last long throw.
So Inwood to take from the right hand side. Hearts and mouths around the Laythwaite Community Stadium are Woking about to complete a derby double. So Inwood all ready, or will Aldershot have the last laugh today? Inwood's throw, Sanson flicks backwards. It's up in the end of the box. Sanderson takes on his chest, clears his lines. There goes the final whistle. Woking defeat Aldershot again this season. It's the double for the Cards. What an occasion though. This has been Harry Buteman, the hero, with his double. Joe Gabode opened the scoring inside the first 12 minutes. Corner in for the right, flicked on, and Gabode headed into the back of net. Buteman with his first of the day, just over 20 minutes in. Drew's corner, flick from Buteman at the near post into the bottom corner. It was a cracker from Brodie Perk, half hour in to bring Aldershot back into it. But Harry Buteman got a penalty, and it was Matt Ward who was pushed down to the ground from Raheem Shackelford. Maybe a bit of a soft one, but Buteman converted his second of the day. Captain fantastic. Again, Theo Widrington certainly enjoyed pulling one back for Aldershot. He gave them real hope with just over 20 minutes left, but they couldn't find that leveller. Ian, Derby Day belongs to the Cards again.
Yeah, very, very pleasing result for Woking fans. Tight game, derby games always are. I think there's very rarely more than one goal in it, and really Woking took their chances, defended well. It got quite nervy, and Aldershot threw everything at them towards the end, but they held firm, and so Derby Day delight for the Woking fans today, and commiserations to Aldershot. But as I've said all along, great occasion, great game, great atmosphere. Long may they continue.
And Rob, can I have your final thoughts? And unfortunate fifth straight defeat for the Shots, and again it's a real painful one, of course, being the Derby defeat.
Yeah, they've always had to come from behind today. I think my gut tells me if they don't give away a soft penalty to go 3-1 down, they get at least a point, if not all three, out of this game. I think for large periods they were the more creative team, but fair play to this Woking side. They're on a good run, they've got a good mentality, they stood up to the test physically. They took their chances when they came along, and for the third game running they do have the bragging rights. So as much as it pains me to say it, well done the Cards. And the Shots, well, they go again on Tuesday against Boreham Wood.
So a terrific occasion this afternoon at the Laythwaite Community Stadium. 5-goal thriller, it goes in Woking's favour, and the Cards march on 6 unbeaten under the interim management of Craig Ross. But as for Aldershot, just one more final word for you, Rob. It's now 5 straight defeats, but again, still a fair few games left. They're going to try and get over the line and get a run of form together to finish the season strongly.
Yeah, they will do. I'm not disheartened by their performance. I'm disheartened by a couple of the goals that they've given away again. So will John Coleman be. Special word from me for Ollie Scott. I thought he was fantastic again for the shots, and he, more than anyone, probably deserves to be on the winning side. A difficult afternoon for Raheem Shackelford, who I have to say finished the game really well in the last 10 or 15 minutes. One or two things, key things not going right for him, particularly of course that little gentle shove on Matt Ward, which we all see throughout the season. Sometimes it's given, sometimes it isn't, and this referee did decide to give it. And I think Ian's gone now, so he probably won't pick a Woking man of the match, but good team performance from Woking. The sum of their parts is pretty impressive right now if you look at their last 4 or 5 results.
Most certainly so. 6 unbeaten under the interim management of Craig Ross. So what an afternoon for Woking. They just edge it on Derby Day here against Aldershot Town. So Woking have the bragging rights once again in the sunshine here at the Layfake Community Stadium. Thank you very much for listening to us this afternoon on BBC Radio Surrey. It is finished. Woking 3, Aldershot Town 2.